creature wants in the world is a place to sleep, to rear their young, and enough food to eat. Take any of these factors away and it leads to species decline. Bees are no different. The falling number of mature trees in Ireland for nesting has led to a huge fall in wild bee colonies, and that is what this project was about combating. Econooc recreates the space of the hollow of a tree with repurposed and sustainable materials. Once Econooc is assembled and attached to a tree, there is no training or effort needed with this hive, so anyone who wants bees in their garden can have them. Is made primarily from mycelium, which is what mushrooms grow from. The mycelium is grown on agricultural byproduct that would normally be wasted, like bagasse, and once cultivated, it is baked in the oven to stop growth. The structural bands to the hive are made from bamboo, cornstarch, and a biodegradable resin. The landing pad in the hive, where the user can watch the bees' activity in and out of the hive, is made from remolded waste plastic. The purpose of this hive is to protect the Irish black bee. Seen here is a foreign bee that was brought into Ireland for honey production. Unlike these bees, the Irish black bee is better equipped to survive and thrive in the Irish weather, and the black bee also has superior genes to fight against the varroa mite that carry viruses into hives and can decimate hives very easily. The Econooc is a self-assembly hive, with each mycelium part duplicated within the hive. This makes the hive easy to assemble, but also makes it cheaper and easier to manufacture. If damaged, the hive can also be repaired very easily, which lengthens the lifespan of the hive. Mushrooms have been proven to have substances within them that help bees in the fight against varroa. My hope with this hive is to develop the material in a way that as much as the substances remain and make the hive a natural barrier against the varroa mite. The bottom plastic section of the hive acts as a landing pad for the bees. Having a larger space for them to land lets the user watch the activity in and out of the hive and helps them engage with the hive. This section also has a ventilation port in the centre, which allows air to circulate in the hive, which is very important for the bees. In the winter, the user can twist this lower section and it reduces the opening into the hive, which protects the bees from other insects and the cold. The purpose of the calendar with the hive is to educate and engage the user with their natural surroundings. Each month, the calendar gives a graphical representation of what is happening inside the hive, a tip to create a more biodiverse garden, and shows what flowers the bees are collecting nectar from. At the end of each section, the user can rip the lower part of the calendar, which is embedded with wildflower seeds, and can plant it in their garden. Under the torn section, the user is given instructions on how and where to plant the paper. The purpose of the calendar is not just to improve users' gardens for bees, but for other pollinators as well. In Ireland, there are 97 types of native pollinator, of which 76 are solitary bees and 20 are bumblebee. In this calendar and setting up the Econooc Conservation Hive, the user is improving the garden for all of these insects and more, and becoming more aware of the impact that they can have and should positively have on their natural surroundings.